Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a story time with me. And, oh gosh, there's a lot of stories that I know. There's ones that I'm getting in trouble. Well, that's most of them actually. So, I want to do the one with me and my best friend. So, I used to be best friends with her, but now I'm not. And, that's just a whole nother story for that. So, me and her were best friends, and we were unstoppable basically. Like, when we're together, we could do anything we want. Like we can just go through life together. We had each other. So like we were never sitting alone at lunch because we sat by each other. We didn't care who else was in the lunch table. We just talked to each other. So one very interesting story is that one day, I think it was a sixth grade, seventh grade. I think it was sixth grade. So I wanted to skip class. Well, my friend Kira, let's just call her um let's just I don't know what is it. Let's just say Kate. Like her name starts with K. So like my friend Kay, and she had a boyfriend named Noah. Yeah, she had a boyfriend named Noah, and we wanted to skip class. Like they always skip class together, so I wanted to. So we ended up wanting to skip class, so we picked a period to skip, and it was my history, art history, and like it was like I don't know, it was one of our history classes, or whatever. So we were skipping class and we thought it was fun to do, so we were just like hiding like in this corner place, like so like it was like outside, but like it was like a kind of like it was in a building. It was like kind of like like little corners, like the wall and there's another wall right here. Like we were just sitting there, we were just looking out, and we were just skipping class and stuff. And then we saw one of our friends, and she was like, "What are y'all doing?" And we're like, "We're skipping class." And she goes, and she wanted to help us basically skip class. It was weird, but she was using the restroom and she wanted to help us skip class. So basically, we went under the bleachers because that's where she said. She said y'all should hide under the bleachers. So we went ahead and go under the bleachers. So first it was B. I'm gonna just call her B. It was B, and then it was K, and then it was Noah, and then it was me. So I'm a tall person, so I was like, when I was under there, I was just like freaking like butting my head basically and my knees and everything. And so I was just saying ow the completely whole time. I was just like saying ow, and everybody was just laughing at me. And then like through the bleachers, right? Like you're able to see like the bottom. I was able to like see feet, and I actually saw feet walking. I was like shh, like I was like I told everybody to hush. So everybody did. I was just like watching like the feet like just move, and I was like looking. So like as I turned around, I was like our one of our principals, and she said, "Everybody out now." So we're like, "Oh shit, we're in trouble." So everybody went out except for B because she was so little enough she can hide. So everybody came out and we're all in trouble. We went to the office. I called our parents. We had like 2 days of ISS, I think, and it was like really funny because I don't know. It was funny because we all got caught, and then it was funny because the one time that I wanted to go with him, we all got caught. They used to like skip class a lot, and they never got caught. But that one time when I went with them, they got caught, and it was just it was weird. So that was that story when I skipped class. Well, yeah, with K basically, and we're trying to skip class in the restroom, and we were just like we're just waiting here until the bell rings. So we're just already there. We're just waiting and waiting, and then she was like, "I don't think it's a good idea. I'm gonna go back to class." So I kept on trying to pull her in the restroom, like, no, come and stay with me, because I wanted to skip class. I didn't want to go to class, because we didn't know what our excuse was going to be, because we were like 15 minutes late, so we didn't even know what our excuse was going to be. And I kept on pulling her in the restroom, like, no, no, we're just staying here, and then we're just, skip class or whatever. And, like, like ended up like we stayed for a little bit, but then we had a hush and stuff, and we went to the stalls. Like we would like stand on the toilets or whatever in case somebody came in, but nobody did. And then after that, like we heard something out like side like the restroom. So like we went to look, and it was like one of the school's officers thing. So he ended up saying what we're doing, and we're just like, oh, we're using the restroom and stuff, trying to like make it up or something, even though we weren't. And but really, he knew that we were just skipping class. So we went to principal, called us again, and we had to have like 2 or 3 days of ISS. They said if it was gonna happen again, we were gonna be in ISS for a long time. So we never did it. Um, yeah. So me and her always got in trouble, like always. Here's one interesting story actually. So basically, we have this friend. We're gonna call him B because we're just gonna call him B. And seriously, he likes to get in fights a lot. Like he was always fighting a lot and stuff. So he liked to get in fights, and he never liked this boy. We're just gonna call him R. He didn't like this boy, whatever. And me and Kira were always between it. And at the time, me and Kira couldn't talk to each other. Like we had a no contact order, which means that we couldn't have no contact with each other. We couldn't do anything with each other, basically, like talk or anything. So we had that at the time, and there was going to be a fight with B and R after school. Well, we didn't really know, but like it turned out like after school there was going to be a fight between them. And B was already like ready to go and freaking like start beating him up and stuff. And then R was getting really angry and stuff. So I was trying to stop, like, me and Kay were trying to stop B from even going. We were trying to stop him. And then I was trying to stop R. And then it was, like, really hard because I'm just, like saying stop and whatever. And it ended up, we all got in trouble, sort of. We all got in trouble. We all went to the principal's office first thing in the morning, I think it was. And me and Kira, since me and Kay, I don't know why I keep calling Kay. So basically, me and Kay, we went, since we had a no contact order, we went to Flex. Flex was like basically like another school, but you're in there first to like you're in there, you're in trouble basically. So we went to like another school thing, and we stayed there for like 30 days, I think. Well, no, not 30 days. We stayed there for like 15 days. And at first, like, I started first. And then she started, so she was gonna stay in there a little bit, like a day or two longer than I did. So I ended up starting, and I was like really scared because I'm like, I don't know how this works and everything. And then once I got there and stuff, and we had to wear gray t-shirts, we had to tuck them in, they couldn't say anything. It had to be kind of like that, like this basically, and just like gray and plain stuff. And we had to start that. We had to wear that, and I was just like scared because I'm like, like I don't know what they're gonna do in here or whatever. And I knew a few people in Flex, and that's what it's called. It was Flex, and I knew a few people in there, and so I was okay. Like I saw my friend, and I knew like a few people in there from my school and whatever. So I was okay. And then there were just like bad kids, like seriously bad. Like they would just be cussing at the freaking principals and whatnot, and they were not the principals, but the teachers that would like teach us. Like we still went in there to learn and stuff, but they'd be cussing at them and stuff. Can you move out of my way? And they would be like cussing at them and stuff, and like I thought it was fun. Like we never did no work at all. So then, like, after a day or two, I was like, okay, it's not so bad. I liked it. And then Kira came, and we were together in the same class. It's because like, we were separating classes and stuff, and we were together in the same class. It was mixtures, like, of 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and, like, high school kids and middle school kids. So they were a mixture, whatever. And we were, like, together and everything. We are just like, this is weird. Like, why are we together? Well, it turns out they didn't care if we were together on campus on there because it wasn't school campus, so they didn't care. So we spent a flex together. It was really fun. Like we did do our work. We sat there, we colored, we played cards, we went on the Chromebooks. We were actually trying to get in trouble to stay there because it was like really fun and like school sucked, so that was like really fun and stuff. And like it was just like a great adventure there. So that's like the only time in trouble that I do not regret getting in trouble because like it was fun and I don't know. It was fun while it lasted. And finally we went back to school. We were just like bored out of our minds. We were like back to the same old shit. But it felt good to be back and everybody was just like, oh, like what'd y'all do? Or like, you know, what'd y'all do? And how'd y'all get in trouble? And whose fault was it? And this and that. So we told everybody like we told everybody that it was fun and stuff because Flex was really fun. Everybody that comes back from Flex, they usually go back in, but we end up going back in another time, and like I was like, okay, I already know the rules and everything. And then second time was also fun, so we kept on going back in, but it was fun while it lasted. So I really liked it. I mean, me and her had a lot and adventures together. You know, it wasn't just like we got in trouble so many times, and like we had a funny moments and stuff, and we were best friends. And now that friendship's over, like we still have those memories, but we still wish that we were together and stuff, like as friends and stuff. But we're not, so you know, it really doesn't matter now, I guess. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. I talked a lot, yes, I know, and I probably didn't make a lot of sense in the video, but it's okay because this is the time for me to talk. And hopefully this all made sense to y'all a little bit. It's just me telling y'all, hey, I went through this bullshit and stuff. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and like, subscribe. So, yeah, and I see you in the next video. Bye!